Hey guys, thank you for joining me once again. This is Dark Dragon. This is just a quick gaming news. As you can see here, I have an article here that I was looking at from Insider Gaming. It's looking like because of the shortages that we having in ramp right now with computers and stuff like that, because they're all going into AI. And all these companies, some of these companies are already kind of not, like for example, like Crucial is gonna be gone by next year, because they are closed. The main company, Micron, is they're gonna close the consumer brand to start concentrating on making memory specifically for AI. And some of these other company are basically their consumer memory is going to be cut in half for next year, or it's already done basically. And so that's why we're getting all this memory being very expensive. So this is now it's trickling down, it's coming down to our main console. So because of this, and I was hoping um not to see a PlayStation 6 or the next Xbox in the next couple of years. I was hoping that was not the case. I was hoping they wait for like 2020, 2030. And based on this report, I'm going to put a link to this site here on the bottom of the description on the video. But based on this report, it looked like maybe 2030, hopefully, we are going to be looking for the next generation console, because we don't, let's be real, we really have not really started this generation console into maybe the last 2 to 3 years. The last 2 to 3 years, that's when the generation console really kind of really start coming in and kicking in. Because it was extremely slow at the beginning. All the console came out when the pandemic started, and because of the pandemic, it was shortages left and right. Nothing was being shipped in, and then whatever was shipped in was being already picked up by the scalpers, and they were selling it like 3 or 4 times, even 10 times of what the price is really cost, and no one is doing that. And then for me, it took me at least about a month and a half to get it, and that was me fighting the bots and everything to get my Xbox and PlayStation. It took me a minute, especially the PlayStation. The Xbox, I got it on day one. That I was lucky. I got it on day one, but the PlayStation took me an additional month and a half to be able to get my hand on one. But anyway, because of the RAM shortage, and again, I'm gonna put this information on the description below. We It looked like the console is gonna may end up getting delayed, and if it happens, this is it's a bad thing, but it's a major win for all of us, because we have too many consoles, too many handheld devices that we are basically effing with. Um, we got the new Switch that came out this year. I don't know. I don't want to see a new PlayStation. And on top of that, they haven't really pretty pushed these machines to the max like the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4, by the end of PlayStation 4, that's when we started seeing games they're already pushing the limit of the console. But we still need more time this consoles to really start cooking. They're getting there. They're like halfway there. But they need more time to cooking to be 100% releasing those games. There's gonna be like mind blowing that I know this console generation can do. I'm not worrying about the Xbox. Xbox this year, they are preparing for the next one already. But PlayStation is still cooking hard and they're still rolling. So they need more time to get that PlayStation games to come out, because some of their games for PlayStation, they're looking amazing. But looking at this thing, it looked like they had a podcast here on the 19, and they were pretty much talking about it. And this is the podcast here, if y'all want to kind
Months
of
old.
look at it.
Or no, not 6 months.
But it looked like Tom Henderson is the one who reposted this thing here, and I went to his page on X here, and it looked like a lot of people here on the comment they really want delayed, delayed, delayed. So most everybody want a delay on the console. So this is just a quick news that, crossing fingers, and I hope that all the manufacturers are doing this, pushing the way of the consoles until maybe hopefully 2030. And I saw another report that Asus is gonna start ramping themselves. That's getting into the market of memory, so they're gonna be making memories for consumers. The Asus, thank God for them, because this is another handheld. This handheld they make it, the Xbox One, and this is a good one. But thank God for them, they are getting into the market to basically kind of help out with some of the shortages on the memory part, and hopefully the price goes down. Hopefully, and because of that, hopefully by 2030, close to 2030, maybe we can start seeing the new generation console, or they start announcing the new generation console. But again, I will put the link to Henderson X, so you can look through it and look at the comments if you want to. And also, I'm gonna put link to the report here from Insider Gaming. This is a good news, and also a little sad news, but mostly good news. Um, and again, I will be streaming sometime today and definitely tomorrow. So please join me on either on Kick or Twitch, and I also will be streaming here on YouTube. So just chat, send me messages if you see any link or anything you want me to look into. Please send it on the chat so this way I can look at it and then take a look, and then we can talk about it and discuss about it. Anyway, thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day.